security system at your home, right? You've got a big, ferocious Labrador to lick any intruder to death or to notify you that there's smoke coming from the stove. But let's say that
Well,
wasn't the case.
the biggest deterrent is that they'd be probably fighting my wife rather than getting licked to death by the big black lab. But
That,
yes, the black lab can help, that's for sure.
that may be true. But let's say you did have a security system, right? Because you thought, you know what, this is a nice peace of mind. I'd like to have some cameras. I'd like to have the monitored piece of it if there's smoke or, God forbid, burglary. And you're going to call your insurance agent and say, hey, I just installed a monitored security system at my home. I'm expecting a big break on my home insurance premium, just like the provider told me I should get. What are you going to hear from your insurance agent when you make that call?
Well, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to ask for some sort of documentation to validate that, which most security providers have a certificate that they can produce, and you can get that over to the insurance company.
Okay.
But they're probably going to say, you know what? It's better than nothing, but we're going to get 30, 40, $50 of a reduction in the cost of your home insurance because of that monitored security alarm. And that might be even on the high side. Um, the big benefit to me from having that security system, number one, as a homeowner, is obviously the peace of mind that goes along with it. But it's the fact that it's going to deter a lot of claims when you've got that sign in the front yard that says this home is protected by a monitored security system. Thieves are going to go on to the next home, right? They're not going to bother with one that is likely going to get them caught or is going to be a little bit more challenging than other houses in the neighborhood.
That's a valuable sign right there in the yard,
And
isn't it?
it is, whether it's active or not, put the
Yep.
sign there
Who
for
knows?
sure. But
Yeah.
I think that that helps you keep a clean claims history, and therefore you look a little bit more favorable as a client to insurance companies in the future. So it's something that I talk with clients quite a bit about. I say there's a lot of things that can impact someone's likelihood of having to file a claim that just doesn't have a huge rating on the insurance policy. Like, do you park your car in your driveway or do you park it on the street? Well,
Yeah.
if you park it on the street, you're more likely to get backed into when the neighbor across the street's backing out, right? But
Yeah.
also, if you park it in your driveway, you have a risk of, a tree limb falling on it, or maybe a big sheet of ice comes off of your neighbor's roof and lands on your car. And if you parked in the driveway, well, in the garage, well, even better, you don't have that risk, but you might clip the side of the garage going in and out, or you might hit the garage door when you forgot to put it up when you're backing
There's
out of
always
it. So
something. There's
there's so
always
many
something.
factors that the insurance company can take into account, but there's always another side of it as well. And it's just how much detail do they want to actually have and how much documentation do they want to follow up on every single year to validate all this different criteria.
Sure.
So
So you might be underwhelmed by the initial premium break on your home insurance policy, but over the long run, it's worth doing, right? No, it's not going to pay for the system itself, but it is going to work in deterring a number of claims and maybe mitigating some of the others. And so over the long run, that's going to play in your favor because it keeps your insurance clean, it keeps it cost effective, and keeps it moving forward. Derek, thanks for your intel.